Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're well. How y'all doing? Do hope you're well. I'm Loxley, Sailor of Strategy, the Caprian Card Shark, the board game goat. And we have been making progress. We are back with Disco Elysium. We have I don't know, we've done a lot of stuff. We bought a board game and played it with Kim Kitsuragi. We have set up an anodic dance club. And now is the time to sing the saddest song in Revachol. Which bear with me, I've not done any of my normal promotion, so I'm just quickly writing tweets. Apparently there's a murder at some point. No idea what that's about. But yeah, I'm just quickly sending things. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. That's the the Tumblr one, which I don't even know if that gets actual traction. I should actually look at my numbers at some point, but what can you do? Anyway, how's everyone doing? How are things? How have y'all been? I do hope well. That's the third time I've said that today. Yeah, we are forgetting all the tags I use. Oh, professional. YouTubers of Tumblr. Again, do not know how many people come to me through Tumblr, but in fact, the higher priority is probably actually getting my Discord posts to work, because I think it's mostly in self-promo and Discord that I get a lot of people coming over. But, yeah, not managed to get that working for a while. I'm not sure if I need to, like, uninstall and reinstall the damn thing. I assume I probably do. But yeah, anyway, that's that done. Kale, whatever you come, if you wouldn't mind just throwing into the chat. Yeah, I don't know why. Discord, I keep clicking Discord, and it just never opens. Actually, I should check. Let me check my task manager. Is Discord actually running in the task manager? Nope, it's not running in the task manager. It's just not great. That's just real weird, real damn. Oh no, it's running like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Okay, we're gonna end all those tasks because I'm guessing that's just taking up the space. And now let's try again. Oh, now it works. Ah, that'd do ya. Oh, I have got somebody hanging around. Where are you? That's because I have the Fugi. There we go. Off. Go away. Oh, it's going well. It's going well. Running a little bit late today, but thank you very much for your patience. I hope that you enjoy yourself this evening. As I say, we've had a good time around Revachol, in spite of all that, murder. Oh, hello. Need to get rid of this as well. 1 second. There we go. Get rid of you. But yes. Oh, also need to quickly let me post things. We are down and out in Revachol. Quickly posting to various Discord promotional servers of wit that I live in. Pretty sure they're all the ones I need. There we go. There we go. Right. This place is way under the underground. Hello, Kale. I've just been a little bit for getting things sorted. How you doing, buddy? Hope things are well. Right, let me have a quick look. Oh, right, so we're doing this research at the moment. There's 0% on it. That's fine. What am I going to do? Makes Phalanx Jam hardcore. You pretty good? I'm doing well, actually. Yeah, I'm feeling very chill, very content. Yes, we can take the stuffed bird to guard, in which case he will allow us to sing karaoke. Never managed to explore the whirling secret passages. Still don't know how. Don't know who made the call. No, I've presented her with my badge. I'm not getting that information. Nope, that's not useful. The hangover feels really bad. I was actually not drunk. What's this about the bird? Oh, so there was a stuffed bird that we took from somebody, and it's very much like the one that Gart had. So we think that we should do. Oh, I need to do this. It's been like 2 days. I need to call Alice back for information about the victim's armor. I should do that. I'm going to travel to the Martinez waterfront, because that'll be right next to the car. Let's quickly... Hi, guys.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Radio, please.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
ICP with the serial number.
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track.
Oh.
Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Okay, do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Yeah, he's a merc for sure.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
That makes sense.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yeah, please do.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Okay. On with the radio.
57.
In the cabin, you see a
Right. Hi, lads.
snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
Why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related?
I mean, I spent the last
There's
day
always something important.
running a disco.
Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kinema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kinema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Oh, Kim Zakana, that's true.
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kinema effectively a mobile power plant.
Okay.
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kinema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
Okay, I'm going to tell Kim his car looks cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Sure.
130.
Those are numbers.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Okay.
7.2. Supercharged.
The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile. Unsuccessfully.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
It's a fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Oh my god, if we ever get this cave sold, maybe we could do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
and means no.
Oh. Sad. Oh well, I tried. Right, sorry, yeah, what is this guy with the fuck the world jacket doing? Looking like he's going to...
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with piss. Okay.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Well, you gentlemen have not been paying attention.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
Like, we literally just were leading into the car, talking to our fellow police officers. Like, in front of you.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who the fuck are
I
you?
can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
I mean, your man there has a jacket that says otherwise.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
What is a skull?
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Ooh, Cindy the Skull.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future, just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful ideas.
Send them to the church.
Odd, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
We can ask them. We can ask them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
I just wanted to talk about music, and now there's conflict all of a sudden. It's too much.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
So it's a gang based on nihilism?
They're called Skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
So, boys, want to feed the dogs?
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
By loudly talking about stealing a cop car in front of the cops.
Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm.
You don't know?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Revacholian crime syndicates.
The
Okay.
nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a
Non-verbal.
skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Okay, and the jackets?
What about them?
Why do you have that written on your jacket?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Like, okay, that's very forward of you. Fine. Not here to judge. Like, you do you. Not my thing, but cool. Why? This is you've become very open to me all of a sudden. I'm not entirely sure how you want me to respond.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
Hey kid, you ever heard of communism? I mean, he may have, but it sounds like he would actually have decided to entirely redefine the phrase, because apparently he gets all of this out of piss this.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Oh, for God's sake. The fuck are you
What
talking
I
about?
mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Cool.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
I mean, do I even need to ask why you have fuck the world written on your jacket? I kind of think, unless you suddenly turn into... This guy's about the launch of a fashion brand made of recycled JanSports and trash bags. I saw on Tumblr recently a fashion brand, like plaid jacket with anarchy symbols on it. It's like, could you miss the point any more? Fucking ridiculous. Like, fuck capitalism. Buys the most capitalist version of that slogan.
Mm-hmm.
Murder?
Man was hanged, backyard of the burning in rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Cool.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
One of the patches says people before profit when the bag was probably made in a... When the coat was probably made in a sweatshop, yeah. Oh, for God's sake, I'm not getting into a fucking philosophical discussion.
This sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
Yeah, you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
Well, there isn't any more because we've resolved that plot point.
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
It's not. Man's dead and we need answers.
So what do you think we know?
Nothing. That's largely the issue. Right, cool. That was an entire side plot that I never wish to revisit. Look, Apparently, I have read the saddest, and you just started frowning. Apparently, that it's possible in some ways to get these jackets off them and try and convince Kim to wear them with you. I have no idea how that happens, but not happening right now.
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they average guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they? No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, they're uneasy.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away.
I mean, I did find the bullet, but why is that only coming to light now? Why are they only responding to that now?
Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, guess not. Oh, I see. Is this... Sorry, this is rhetoric. This is me looking for communists. I just realized this is me looking for communists. They don't smell like communists, exactly. Hey, guard.
Can I help you?
Guard, I found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
No biggie, I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Excellent. I'm glad I solved
I feel
that problem.
good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Okay. Gart, I need to sing
No,
karaoke.
you don't. It's not happening.
This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
It's part of my quest of self-discovery, Gart.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
Why do you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened
A
in
lot of
44,
people
Gar?
got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
Not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I am a real client. I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
Oh, buddy, have I got some good news for you?
He's lying, but whatever. You don't really need his lame tracks.
It's alright. I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Goodbye. We need the best outfits. We need... What's the most dramatic outfit? We need the most dramatic outfit, absolutely. I feel like reaction speed might be useful for, like, dodging. But anyway, that bow tie is drama. The dragon's party robe is drama. The insane mesh tank top is drama. Drama or empathy? Pain threshold. Composure might be useful. Rhetoric, yeah. Oh, you know what? We'll go for a bit of empathy. We'll go for a bit of a rockstar empathy. I don't think logic has any place here. You know what? We have pretty high empathy, and I don't know if we can get any higher on the drama. You said empathy because it's a sad song? Yeah, that's legit. I might change back into my flares just because I feel like having the extra reaction speed might be helpful. Hey, Wolfroy, how you doing? Just spinning your wheels? Hope you're doing well. Anything else? Anything else? Ah, may the 4th be with you. What an absolutely deranged look. Hell yeah. It is what we are here for. Excuse me, Kim. I need to do something.
The stage is all set up for your performance.
I
Feels
love that
silent.
he is
You can
just
hear the
stood in the
pebbles creak under
center
your feet.
watching this.
You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
97%. Very high. Look,
I
Kim,
can see that.
I'm gonna sing karaoke. Imagine if we failed this. I mean, it is possible. Like, Snake Eyes is always a fail.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand?
Oh no, I'm too close to the mic. Shit. Still very high.
It's still early here. Faint daylight is seeping into the dining hall. All the tables have been wiped pristine clean for the customers to come. Someone's making coffee in the kitchen, but aside from that, no one's really around yet. It would be a much better idea to perform in the evening, no?
It would, but I also want to give the tape to Egghead. Fuck it.
The air is thick with anticipation.
How was that a failure? Wait, how is it a failure? I matched.
The tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts.
Was that a
God,
white check?
a lump's in your throat suddenly.
It was a red check? Shit. Well, this is happening.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Sansan.
This is our voice,
Now
apparently.
it once was larger.
Like,
How the real
It's not bad.
there. Down through the mist there, towards the seven sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there in the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here.
Like, honestly, he could easily front a
Looking forward
band from the, like, an indie band from the mid-2000s.
But now you're all alone. None of this matters. And all.
Yeah, that was a bit throaty. Managed to be both nasal and throaty. Oh, I got new skill points. Beautiful. Pitchy, yeah.
Did you hear that? The most pathetic applause in the world, made of pity, no matter the time of day or how small the audience. This is a pitiful applause.
You didn't like it, huh?
Your words echo in the karaoke mic. They sound sparse. The room is almost empty.
Quit yelling into the mic.
You know what? I'm actually now happy to use this. Fuck you, I gave it my fucking best, I gave it everything, and you shit on me.
A voice from the back squeaks something. It's definitely laughter. Someone walks out of the room by the front door. Some woman. Is it because of you?
You know what? I'm just gonna take it in.
That's it. I'm unplugging it.
Let's go, officer. These people wouldn't know a good performance if it beat them in the ass.
Kim! Oh, buddy!
Detective Dubois, it was downright tragic. Now, let's go.
Oh, bless
I mean
you.
it, he thinks. To him, being a cop in the RCM was truly expressed in that performance.
I mean, you still question. Do I have my tape back? Wait, do I still have my tape? No, God, I need my tape back.
Wow. Just wow. I hope you really enjoyed yourself up there. Had a cathartic experience. Because for the rest of us, that really sucked.
It's safe to say this is about your karaoke performance.
Forget about it. I had something.
How can I forget about it? It was unforgettable. Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay, the kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that.
I've been snooping around here for days.
Yes?
Oh no! Oh no! Huh, I guess I don't get my tape back. Is there... Nope.
Always a pleasure to... I mean,
Yeah, you got nothing. Okay, fine. What did you think?
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe.
Oh!
Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
Oh yeah, I stole this from you.
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
Thanks. It's like carrying a piece of you with me all times.
Is it now? Well, enjoy it. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye. Right, let's get the... Oh, yeah, what am I putting skill points into? What do I need to do right now? Got empathy maxed. This dude just pointed at you and went, man doesn't even know he's bi. Bro. Savoir-faire impossible. I might be able to do the legendary Kuno empathy challenge. Try to empathy. Alright, fine. But that still doesn't answer what I actually put something into. I still look panicked? What do you mean I still look panicked? Oh, the face. Ah, yes, the face. So that is the... What the hell is the fucking expression? How do I do the expression? Hang on. Ah, electrochemistry. Cool. Okay. Can I go up here? Like, haven't paid for this room, but can I at least just use the mirror? If it's electrochemistry, can I go in here? God, just fully given up on this room, eh? Right. Where's my electrochemistry stuff? No, no, no. Oh, yep. Electrochem. Well, I'll put these back on. Because I think all my genes give me electrochem for some reason. Put my normal stuff back on. Oh, wait, no. I need specifically these gloves. Did I confirm electrochem? Yeah? Put on my logic hat. Okay.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In
Oh!
it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with the expression. You're still not accustomed to it.
42%?
Still not happening.
Ah.
It won't come off that easy.
We can try to fix the faucet. I will try that. Bolt cutters.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
No, I need to put skill points into interfacing. Okay, let's try an empathy at Kuno. Do I need anything else that... I don't have anything else that gives me empathy boosts. My empathy's currently +2. I swear it was higher a second ago. What's dropping empathy? I swear something is dropping empathy. Screw it. I have literally more empathy. Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, thank you. This is the benefit of having something that responds to your actual facial expression, as opposed to just something that I have to manually adjust. Right, idiot child.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay. I mean, better odds than you'd expect.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Okay, let's try.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Okay, so don't go for this one. Don't go for this one. Okay. Yeah, she's fucked up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Idiot. You bungled it up.
Shit.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
No, apparently I can't empathize with Kuno.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them, for trying to take the street out of Kuno. You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
Okay.
Just look. While Kuno has no problem being, she came up with that psychopathic. Also,
Okay, so
all in all,
Fuck you whispering about?
Okay, so we do just get to redo this.
he's whispering too. He's going with it.
Fuck you!
She puts
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
Okay, so apparently the
Don't
only...
make Kuno
So I only
look
have
bad
one option, so...
Crazy. You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Okay, what do you mean she smoked
Kuno
somebody?
means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children.
Oh no.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Oh no.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
Okay, right this.
She would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
I mean, I didn't really suspect you had. But okay.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
Oh no.
He doesn't want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Okay, what's the language?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Why is this important? This is not relevant.
Sure, interesting things aren't important. Only your cop thing is.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
The hallway with the janitor's closet.
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out. I dunno. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
Kuno's been living in an actual fucking horror movie, yeah.
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Okay, how are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
Okay, you need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
I can respect that.
Alright. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno.
Oh, for God's
Get
sake.
you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
Okay, let's engage with this.
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
This is very interesting, but I'll have to get back
Don't
to you.
take for fucking ever. Kuno's got wheels turning everywhere.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't...
Who are you? How do I talk to you? That's the lady you spoke to day one? Yeah, but she's been on the roof smoking ever since. Yeah, Kuno has that effect on me. Just permanently leaves me rolling my eyes.
There. Do you smell that? Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent, reordering? Without a doubt. Your politico-olfactory cortex doesn't deceive you.
Oh.
The smell is coming from that balcony over there. Certainement. A precocious communist youth. A symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact. A chance to establish contact with the future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
I will point out, I believe, there was a communist symbol here, I believe.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Okay, so I definitely need to, do interfacing, by the way. Next level up goes into interfacing.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
The two idiots send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
I think they're afraid of
There'll
you.
never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
What are you even trying to achieve?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency.
You know, somewhere... I don't think it's the true silence that she's going for.
This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
Okay, cool. Let's talk politics.
And what do you know about politics?
My nose told me you're also a communist. We should team up, join forces.
Well, well. Sounds like quite the snout you've got there.
Your olfactory department wants you to know that it accepts no responsibility for wherever this line of interrogation leads you.
Duly noted.
Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban.
Who's Steban?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
I'm going to guess you're not going to tell me.
I might.
Will you
No.
tell me?
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
I'll give you 5 real.
Keep your money. What I want from you's better than gold.
Okay, what is it? It's in that
A
locked
wicked
apartment?
grin
Probably.
extends across her face. A laughing skull. Death hilarious. This is gonna be bad.
I might just not do it.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
What do we think? Do we debase ourselves? I mean, I don't think we can debase ourselves any further, really, but what do we think? Yeah. You think 2? Yeah. Come on, this is no way to treat your revolutionary brother.
Wrong! This is exactly how I treat my little brother. There, that wasn't so bad, was it?
The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
Yeah, but the lieutenant's a centrist.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of. Steban's group meets only at night. In an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight.
I'm guessing their weekly meeting would be whatever day I manage to get this conversation thread.
Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
Okay, what else can you tell me?
Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
Yeah, what do I feel there's a catch?
Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one.
But you're not going to tell me one, are you?
Why would I? That would be so boring. Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are. That's enough. Off with you then.
Try this.
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait. No, it's great.
I'm not convinced. He's going to be a dweeb? I mean, he's a communist. He's a communist organizer. They're all dweebs.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, piggo.
Okay, I won't do that. Give me some paint and brush.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portraits.
The fact that that worked.
Sure, anytime. Us shit artists have to help one another. Besides, I was out of fuel oil anyway.
Can we buy a book of Mazovian communism and read it before
The
tonight?
right idea
Possibly.
is not coming to her. It's excruciating. You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Paint and a brush. You're ready to do this.
I feel this is definitely the day that I'm going to ask Kim to go take the body away. But yes, we can definitely look for... Because it is a fair point. Apparently the... Is he going to notice the boots are missing? I mean, yes. Muscular man, surrounded by flames. Pate. Right. What's over here? Let's check all the books.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperback. This is entirely, completely you. You have found the right books.
I'm leaving. Oh no, this is just Dick Mullen, isn't it? Who knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic? What?
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
Oh!
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tournée racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
Okay.
Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
As you do.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
Awful person.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Cool.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
Okay. Shelf up top?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Is the fascist magic one?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
What?
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind.
Okay, but I feel they're impossible. They're important to like a lot of things.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Oh, an entire yikes.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway.
Oh, okay.
Without even curing your cold or anything.
That seems positive?
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything.
There it is.
It is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
I mean, it was positive that the fact that the natural, didn't they say natural, like,
amidst the various the point of the book and many others on this shelf, it serves platitudes while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway. Without even curing a cold or anything.
Right, I understand. Okay, so I'm going to give a clear point. When I hear it was actively trying, what's allopathic? Sorry, not familiar with that word. Oh, okay, so that's just like normal medicine. Right, also called biomedicine, conventional medicine, mainstream medicine, gotcha. Right, okay. Sorry, when I heard the phrase traditional medicine, it's usually in the context of, oh, conventional medicine doesn't believe in these herbal remedies. Traditional medicine is folk medicine. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. It's like, okay, something decrying folk, decrying like, you know, woo, effectively.
Wholeness. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, various
Charlantry. Exactly, yes.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board. The maps look old and faded.
Okay, so apparently this bookstore... I mean, to the surprise of no one, this bookstore does not have a copy of the Communist Manifesto. You know what I think I should get? Hang on. I can... wonder if the pawn shop does? I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, it's actually notable that bookshop does not have specifically a anything for any like the Concordat, like the revolutionary Puja, what's it? Because specifically he, like, apparently every library carries a copy of it.
All the old boomboxes. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of... They're not all blue. These figurines also...
This is what the loyalists look like.
Which ones? Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
Okay.
The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I have hobbies, just like all normal people, because I'm a normal person.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply otherwise. Well, it's been a while since I've gone hunting for the Coldima Madakwa myself.
You're a cryptozoologist?
Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore.
Huh.
Started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
This dude is so cool. Harry also thinks so.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldima Madakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
Did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldima Madakwa.
Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Do we really have time for this?
Yes.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning.
I mean, Kale, you're definitely a passionate, charismatic weirdo.
Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this.
Give it to Egg.
There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you.
This is the same thing as in the church. You recorded in the church.
It feels as though someone is standing just outside of your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
And skewers, but...
He raises a finger and inclines his head towards the speeches. A new high-pitched shivering sound.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point. But still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Imamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I can just sell this. I don't need it.
Alright, let's see it. Oh no, 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 no. I don't need bloodthirsty mercenaries knocking on my door looking for their missing toys. Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in Martinez with that kind of money.
It feels like he would have accepted the risk if he hoped to profit from it. It's not greed, though. Deep down, he's a gambler, provided the stakes are sufficiently interesting.
More than sure. What else have you got? Another time, perhaps.
Hey, I just realized, do I have... Damn, I don't have... So I'm really hoping... Oh yeah, I read the Communist magazine. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, I'm thinking I might do that. Just quickly nip to the church and mention the early morning sounds to Estelle.
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder car!
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel isn't something hot. It's like I think it's.
If anything, it sounds
Wow!
for a moment.
I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. Uh-huh. Oh. What? Guys! Oh yeah!
But you're not.
I know!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Yeah! Killer! Yeah! It was awesome! And scary! Very hardcore!
You forgot we made it.
Too hardcore, in fact! I couldn't control it! At all! It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left! Starts compressing itself and everything around it! Completely fills up the headspace! Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
Oh! I don't know! Maybe someone can do something with this! I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make!
Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore.
Yeah!
Okay, goodbye.
Welcome back.
Nope, apparently we are done here.
Yes, what is it?
Oh yeah, logic as well. It was a valiant suggestion. It's fine. We'll just wait till 10 o'clock tonight. We should work out what we're going to do for the next little while. Because I sincerely have no idea. What's the factory. I'm trying to work out my... That's Fisherman Shacks. I guess this has changed a lot with the... Why? We go harass the Scrab? Possibly. I don't think we've got any new information on the Scab. I think, unfortunately, like, a lot of the actual investigation elements... Oh, yeah, Joyce. Okay, we can go chat with Joyce.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Excuse me, further
Things are
inquiries.
busy enough. You going to waste less of my time?
Maybe.
The Hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
Oh. Okay, nope. Nothing there.
There it is again. That spectral smell haunting this industrial harbor. And it smells like heavy fuel oil mostly, because it's an industrial harbor. Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital.
I mean, I can definitely smell dreams being ground down by capital.
Undoubtedly. And the scent is coming from that railing over there.
Oh, Kelsa fucking Prees. Manana's a communist.
Now's your chance to establish contact.
Oh, maybe Manana is part of this group and will not dick me about like Cindy.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, Boya?
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
It involves our mutual friend Kraz.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Grad. Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
I'm looking for
Comunistas,
communists.
huh? Can't say that's where I thought you were heading with this. Not that I'm criticizing. It's good for a man to take his time and think about the whole socio-political world picture.
It's certainly been an interesting development to witness firsthand.
Kim, I really appreciate you coming on this journey with me.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm not hunting communists, I'm trying to get organized.
Oh, I see. I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I thought you guys were all... Wait, what?
Some are, some aren't. It's a big institution, room for all kinds. Comunistas, feminist supremacists, even an anti-institutional boyadero.
Ah, and that's where you sit.
There is warmth in his voice when he talks about the Union. Whatever his personal politics, this is his home. All right, so if he isn't personally a communist, he's definitely hanging out with them.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
Did you say his name was Steban by any chance?
Didn't say anything about his name. Wasn't this sort of encounter where names matter?
Okay, interesting. How'd you meet
It
him?
was late one night as I was leaving the harbor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Saramirizian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
Yeah, what does that mean?
No idea. I took it to mean he was asking me to join some sort of underground cell. A very old school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution.
Okay, what do you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
What's your oh my god, Kale? If anybody's interested, boyadero is the Portuguese word for cowboy.
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said,
We're going to find out what he said in just a moment. I just need to step away for a moment, and so I'm going to be right back. One sec. Thank you very much for your patience. I am back, I'm back. So, he declined his offer, they finished their cigarettes, and he said...
Remember Dobrava and Abadanais. And then he was gone.
Okay, who are they?
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
Okay, that's the message.
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk could be. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows to see the Ologo personally.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but it might have something to do with that passphrase Cindy mentioned earlier.
I was totally about to say that.
Of course you were, Detective. Apologies for interrupting.
Just in time. The faithful partner arrives with the key that turns the lock. You two make a good pair.
Thank you.
I salute you, boyas, and wish you good fortune on this grand ideological quest.
The man whispers a jaunty tune.
Cool. Find the secret passphrase to Fallon's meeting. Okay, let's go see if we can get Joyce to talk. What do we think she could give us information? Like, there was some specific information that she might be able to give us. I have no idea, though. I'm just hoping that we can convince her. Actually, do you know what the most important thing I should bring to the communist get-together tonight? And also just do this, we think the Mercs were hired by Wildpine. Oh, the Mercs were definitely hired by Wildpine.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals. Wonderful board games. Raubritta is...
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you then don't?
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. For playing with friends, I'd recommend suzerainty.
Okay, so we can't get anything else. You know what? I'm going to buy, as I've got a bit of spending cash, I'm going to buy the book about the two sportsmen who were lovers.
Full of bio.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
What was this one?
Shelves filled to the brim.
Oh, no, not interested. You're going to one tonight? Oh, nice. What are you... Wait. I bought the book on the Innocents? Did I? Didn't think I did. Hang on. Fuck. Well, that's getting pawned. Oh well, I have extra spending money.
Shelves filled to...
What was the one with the... story?
Shelves full of biographies of famous people. Browsing through, suddenly, a high speed...
Oh, I can't buy that
I
one.
really must. I'm sorry.
That's disappointing. Oh well, I hope they were happy. Right, let's chat to Joyce. Let's see if she actually gives us any information, or she just asked us to go on yet another goddamned errand. Right, dickhead.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
And you want us to
Yes,
investigate?
but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
I already showed her a badge. Basically, as soon as you show her your badge, it's like, oh yes, you've got your badge, but now the rules have changed. I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west.
A cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin.
The literage the local producers must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Okay, but what proof do you have?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredient for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Okay, do we already have suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching?
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to put this to chat. We've already established ourselves as pretty able to prevent drugs. Do we actually look into this? Like, I have no particular love for the fact that the union guy, Everard, is an absolute bellend. Want a poll? Yes, please. I don't know. It's like, I kind of want to... At the moment, I'm going to be in that slight awkwardness of like, I have no idea what to do. Like, nothing in my investigation notes actually suggests, look into it? Yeah, throw a poll up. Thank you very much. Can't see it on mobile. Let you... Okay, no worries. Okay. Locate a working fire. It's got to be in that thing. I might... You know what? I might just... After I've sorted this out... Will you prevent them? Okay, okay. We're getting a lot of votes for preventing them. And we've got somebody who's throwing as many votes into the opposite option. Because, of course. Are you messing around with my poll again, SJ? We're saying Kim off with the body tonight? Yeah, but I'm going to wait till, like, around 7, 8 p.m. I don't want him hanging around. Kim's great. We like Kim.
The two,
Or not.
as eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Okay, I'm going to call it there. I kind of want to do the drug prevention anyway, so
Yes?
sure. Okay.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Okay. Just quickly, for goodness sake, why is the fast travel point only actually activate when you're near the other fast travel points? 1300 channel points. To vote both ways. SJ Riker, ultimate centrist. How dare. You're the one voting both ways, buddy. Just on the pure basis, unsub, unfollow. You're all acting as a spoiler for a democratic process. Right, you know what? Let's crack out the massive... That's not what I was looking for. This. What does this actually require?
An old door.
Oh, it's an interfacing challenge. Shit. Stop it. Make sure I've got my interfacing clothes on. +2 to interfacing. Any more to interfacing? Can I get more interfacing? Sorry, Kim, I just need to peel off all of my clothes. Screw it.
Old door, worn by elements. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Door shut tight.
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
I'm not going to accept this. This door could be part of the investigation. It's literally an old weapons bunker, Kim.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either.
Kim!
Because they can't get in.
Kim!
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
Imagine if the Hardy Girl is hiding in there and he has to eat his words. I know. Him, it's literally... Doors are the windows of the souls of buildings. Okay. If you say so. Alright, let's have a chat with some of these. Oh yeah, we're friends.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Well, this seems like a way to approach this.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Again, people just super open to me today.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
I mean, you're still hanging around because you're trapped here. You've literally been trapped here. It's effectively kettling them.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire. It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
Okay. Where are the other truck drivers? Oh, I mean, there's literally just a truck here I can look at. Also, there's this woman who's just been sat here staring into space for days.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands, in the background.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
You're right.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
Oh.
Until you came along, that is. I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Yeah.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots, made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Moreover, the boots were size 37, tiny. Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent.
Size 37. You think you might be the hardy girl? I mean, you're not a girl, so that crosses that key element
Perhaps
off.
it was another Herife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
What?
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
who the fuck is Irat? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel, he's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound.
Okay, are you
Maybe.
smuggling drugs?
Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
I mean,
Just
fair.
this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
I don't know.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Okay, do you think anybody
Easy.
is?
He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this
I feel
jungle.
bad for wasting this woman's time.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will.
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear.
Oh yeah, oh please let the racist be smuggling drugs. That would just make my life so much easier.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You're lorry man, right? What's your stance?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara.
For God's sake.
They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Are you trying to make the fucking drug... Oh, for God's
They
sake.
know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Okay. I agree.
He eyes you wearily.
Let's
Unsure
we
how
should
to
definitely
respond.
take poison
This
off
goes
the
on for about
streets.
I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night.
Oh, for God's
If
sake.
they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags.
Oh, for fuck's
when
sake.
some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Oh, yeah.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, How could they know who broke into the lorry?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's the kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not
for
road to
God's
silence, man. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed...
Jesus!
His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit?
Ugh,
He's selling his
awful
stuff
fucking...
after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars.
For fuck's sake.
Their blood. He's your man, alright?
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
What an absolute cunt. Anyway. Insert the obvious joke about lacking the warmth or depth. Hi, Sealang. Sorry, a racist says you're dealing drugs. I don't think you are.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Yeah, Sealang is definitely doing something illegal, but and morally questionable, but like, why would he be running drugs?
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Aha. We're looking for a lorry driver. There we go.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
You are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
I agree with all of those points.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
But still, yeah, there's that.
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm... okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Okay, so what do you know about the drug operation?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
What tracks?
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
As an immigrant, he's careful. Yeah, that's true. Which does kind of mean I can lean on him about that.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Look, Sealang, help us out. We won't say anything.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Wait, the old woman back there?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
I don't think she's the Hardy girl. I think she's just delivering. I think she's just delivering drugs. I think this is unrelated.
I told you all I know. Are we cool now?
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it. Tapes? You mean like music tapes? No, music is out. Don't listen
Oh,
to
for goodness
music.
sake, Seleng.
I sell extremely cool sunglasses. If you want to get your mojo going. Tapes? Tapes are everywhere. They're worthless. Kids throw them in the trees. There's one in the bushes, right behind this lorry. No one would ever throw a good pair of high-quality plastic sunglasses in the bushes, mister.
To the west, dark brown ribbons of tape hang from the tree. You should have a look. It's better than nothing.
Okay, sure.
No need to dress this one up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay.
Are you trying to...
Sorry, detective.
I don't know why I keep asking. Ah, there we go. Tape in the tree. What if the merc was poking his nose for Joyce, came across the Hardy girl, who's the Hardy Boys drug runner, and they killed him?
Hawthorne tree.
It's possible.
On Rue de Saint Lane. Just like promised. You've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Disentangle the tape.
Like an immaculate
For
leopard.
goodness sake, what is it with my
Tape
interfacing?
twists, turns around them. You just can't get it loose. All you've done is make your fingers bleed from the thorns.
Piss off, nature.
The hawthorn tree is not an inanimate object. It is a living thing. The thunk against the bark echoes with discontent. At first, the destructive urge felt exhilarating, as if it added something to your persona. But the feeling swiftly receded, leaving you with a sad emptiness. The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint Lane. A wintry breeze.
Okay. Okay, let's try and convince the old lady who already hates us to talk more about the drugs. But also, she can't be the Hardy girl because, again, we know that her boots are the wrong size.
The woman is still hunched over the railing.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Alright, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
Okay, so who's the driver I
I'm
was
only
terrified
terrifying
of?
to small children, and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Okay, who is she then?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Okay.
Oh, Sim.
I mean, that does track. Pale driver says my gender is trucker. Okay, so that means... So Cindy's definitely local.
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear.
You fuse Kale and Dak Rambo. Who's Dak Rambo? She's hiding? I'll be honest. I suspect she's smoking on the fucking roof. Oh, from the Neoscum podcast. Okay. God, do you know anything?
Hey.
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Okay, hang on. I think it's the girl we spoke to on day one. I've just realised I should go back and talk to all of the other truckers. Or possibly just this one nice trucker.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
I heard one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. Okay, I don't mean to pry. I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Okay, who is this person?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
Wait, who is she now? Who's she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Okay, what does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
I don't think we've met anybody with blue
Then
hair.
she may have dyed it again.
Also a problem.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery. It's true. We would have caught a lie. But a kind heart is tricky. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
You get into deeper hardy shit? Yeah. I was told everyone's afraid of her, not her.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Miss Aranya, something like that. That was the name of the girl we talked to on day one. Yeah.
The way it worked. The trouble.
The pain it was causing her.
Did she leave a lorry?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her.
Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out? Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly expecting him to be pals anyway.
Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Don't hurt Tommy?
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too. You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you?
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
Yep, okay, fine. I guess the racist is good for something.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Okay, so I'll try Sileng in a minute. Right, racist, you're not going to like people with dyed hair.
Odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about.
And why are you
Listen
smirking?
up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Yeah, him.
The puta madre. The bitch mother.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Kim, where are you going with this?
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
Say nothing.
We're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
Okay, we're playing it cool.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
Who gives a fuck?
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod.
Half-light. Hang on. Oh, half-light we can do, baby. Half-lights. Excuse me, I just need to put on my fighting trousers. There we go. I might want reaction speed. I mean, it's not much, but you know what?
For something odd.
72%.
Fuck off again.
Do not fucking blow this dice.
Men like
oh,
this
good.
only respect
Oh, thank God.
Strength.
Oh, that's just relief. Oh, that's just relief.
Time to turn up the volume.
Show me her lorry fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it? Holy shit, we're laying on hands.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably.
Of course you're
her
homophobic
face.
as well.
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too. Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Wow, I should refine that cuirass. Ooh, +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT 500 armor. Nice. I want to unlock stuff. I want to open this. Right, anyway. We've told a racist to fuck off. Oh, here we go. Tempo.
This screen found, A to Z, Contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Fair.
With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar, a glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
You know what? I'm going to admit to being sorry, cop.
The window shatters, and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Subtle.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile.
You failed to break it on your own. Kim had to do
it. There's a radio
it.
transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be. Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
The design commends you shift through a treasure, well worn and folded in neat squares.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock. And this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield. To Couronne, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road. This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct. No storm will ever drown Revachol. The great solution to the riddle of history. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital. Now,
I'm sure we've heard about this one.
Under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own. The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights. The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake.
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport their goods and materials. They've infiltrated East Motor Tract, most likely. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them. Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it. The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody.
Ah.
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
We're on day 4 of the hangover.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, but one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Oh. That could explain the discrepancy on the sole.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes?
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The missing 8th Hardy?
Looks like her, yes.
She's the one running the drug trade. The drug trade?
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
That would fit what Joyce told us, but probably best not to make assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite the range too. Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably Grenade No. 5. The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. You close the rusty old lorry.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Let's have a chat.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info.
Right.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
It turns out this is connected to the Union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition. Debrief over.
Okay, let's have a chat. I hate this fucking route. Let me check, because I'm definitely seeing like a lot of interfacing challenges that I'm having trouble with for some reason.
That felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. It felt really good.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
Fuck yeah, motherfuckers.
That's the spirit. Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
The guy's gone.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Hey, want to chat with you about the Hardy girl? Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce? Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade, because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Keep telling yourself that.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
So what you have to recognize, Kale, is there's a key piece of work, a key wording that they used, and it's actually kind of fascinating because it very specifically paints that the Hardys are not communists. They specifically said a big, strong state-run monopoly. And the thing about a big, strong state-run monopoly is it is a paradise for the people running the big, strong state-run monopoly. Yeah, blah. Basically, this guy just escalated himself from being this guy's fucking petty Stalin.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Shut the fuck up, Shanky. I mean, we've established it's. Oh look, it's. Oh look, they've given me lines in this. Yes, I'm very attractive. Thank you.
I've got nothing to say to you.
I feel like we should be able to lean on to Elizabeth a bit more. Like, recognizing she's a lawyer, but also recognizing she's a lawyer, and you would expect that, like, you know, she can't be okay with defending this shit. She can't be. She has to know a degree of what is going on, and just be thinking, why am I the one defending these fucking ghoulish goons? Like, yes, she was paid. Yes, she had her university paid for by Everard, but still, you would think she's on the Kool-Aid or the payroll or both. Yeah.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Well, I did your dirty work.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect.
Oh, for fuck's
What have you
sake.
discovered?
Everybody's an asshole. It was interface, wasn't it? Yeah, I need some interfacing. A bunch of the stuff that I want to do is interfacing. Actually, I can check this. I've got the map. Oh, even Morella's interfacing. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to check. Level that up. Where are these eyes
It
located?
doesn't really matter. And I do apologise for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
Yep, sure would be a shame if something horrible happened at the massive traffic jam that you caused is about to, and set off as a powder keg that's about to explode.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, Will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
She's trying to conceal her excitement, but the slight glimmer in her green eyes tells you otherwise.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation
Well, you
demands
use the
it.
fucking runaround to do
If you
it.
don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Revachol West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Okay, connection between the lynching and the strike. I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Okay, momentary lapse of faith.
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Pinkertons.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant
Who
to
released
intimidate
the
the
magic
union into
cards?
surrendering.
Yeah, they are definitely Pinkertons.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company.
Which
As far as
tracks,
I
that's
know,
what we
3
know about the
arrived in
armor.
Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant union members to subdue him.
He attacked the 8th Hardy. That's why she left town.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
She had a weapon. She defended herself. They lynched him to take the heat off her, and also to take the heat off the drug trade.
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
And it doesn't necessarily matter if those people are actually on the payroll.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Yep.
It will be all of them. The decision is already made.
I have to say, this is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Seraï's giant hornet, the world's 2nd largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
Oh god, and of course everything in this world is muzzle loaded. They'd have to put in powder, tamp it down, Like, no, they would be absolutely shredded. Like, the idea of putting... Holy shit. The idea of putting, like... This is basically a, like, Blackwater, like, military-level weaponry in the hands of people against... Holy shit, this is awful.
As I said, a bloodbath. It doesn't have to be like this, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eendracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yeah. Or
Yes.
escalating them
all
to
the
such.
good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Where are the other two? Well, I think, as you say, one of them is definitely the guy in the lines.
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Did you tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine all of their units are rogue until they do the job acceptably.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
That doesn't add up.
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Like, recognizing this guy's a merc, but why would he get drunk in hostile territory?
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel.
Not the Sunday we got here, it's the Sunday before.
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice. But she had sympathy for this man.
You liked him?
Liked is a bit strong. He was the most charismatic among them. He handled all the talking. His departure left a major gap in the group's communication skills.
And his name was?
Lely. His service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Okay, nationality?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Oronese. Or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
But probably a bit of an army accent as well. If he's been out in the world for a long time, you don't tend to establish your own. You tend to establish your own accent with people who you're speaking with, because you end up with people from lots of different places. The accent kind of shifts.
In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
There we go.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Oh yes, of course.
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
Jesus, how much attention have you been paying to me?
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a frigate not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. She has no excess of emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before? It's likely.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Port cities. On the oceans. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century. As early as 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. Quite a few. Revachol, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this, Revachol. Those are the two constants, Revachol on the shoulder and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor. And these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it. His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
It could go this or the other way. Maybe if you're tactful, it could be beneficial. Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere. Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
Need the information. Ask mercs about tattoos.
Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Okay. You know what? Let's go all in on interfacing, because I don't think I'm gonna have any more joy with it. And then we're gonna quickly run. We're gonna get this tape. We are going to help Egghead, because I have my priorities in order. And then I don't know. Maybe we should antagonize the merc. We're going to try. We're going to try all of the interfacing issues that we had. So these are interfacing. Belated watch tapping. I acknowledge that. I'm going to try these damned interface challenges. And then we will sign off. Checking there's nothing debilitating my perception. If we can't... Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, at least that kind of resolves the matter. Yeah, we fixed the sink in the whirling. There's a few interface. Basically, tape from tree, fix sink in whirling. Maybe. Who knows? Open bunker door. I'm pretty sure that was a red check. But I will check.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with... A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the faucet is quite...
There we go!
But you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
Basically, I didn't have the tool in the hand.
You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Can I boost my electrochemistry at all? I can get electrochemistry higher, I'm sure of it. Quick checks. I'll be honest, the one thing I would say I would improve if I had, if I would do this,
The mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see yourself, the expression, fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. It's like something snaps a nerve ending, a thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, It's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Oh, the picture changed. What do you think, Kim?
Yes?
I just look kind of sad. Can we tell Gart we fixed the sink? Oh, we can certainly try. Hang on. I've got other stuff that I really want to get done first in terms of interfacing. Oh wait, hang on. Interfacing gloves. No hat.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic with slow and
oh, it all comes together.
Bending and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
What's the tape for?
It's for Egghead. I promise to make his Van Eyck's gem a bit harder.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape. The hurt feelings of the tree are not alleviated by this sudden display of care and emotion. You manipulative bastard. The younger stems and branches are adorned with sharp thorns that scratch your hand.
Well then, that's probably deserved.
Oh, whatever. This barely registers as damage.
Okay. Let's see if Roy can sort this out. This tape is probably ruined. No, Kale. That just makes it even more hardcore.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. You mean re-spool it? Yeah, I do, but I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
What do you mean?
Do you know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I helped some young ravers turn this place into a nightclub, and they play these weird beats there, which they call anodic music.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it, no bass. It just goes bazoop, bazoop, bazoop. But this tape could make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this.
So invested in this.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for True Passion Project.
Absolute
Just
diamond.
Try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. We're going to end this where I started. There are other interfacing tasks that I want to do. Like, I can now probably get into that one, oh, what do you call it? I can now probably get into... What does this actually sound like? Hang on. Oh, no, it's just a real magnetic tape. Egg takes priority. Absolutely. Egg and the club. My true calling in life. Also, just to be sure, I'm certain this was a red check, but I'm going to check for you just now, Kale. Oh, it's not. Crack on, but...
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
Yep.
The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
Not even an option.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the...
Yep, not even an option to open it. Yep, rip indeed. I wonder if he would have not liked my sad song, but that's okay. Egg is hardcore.
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder car!
I found this reel of tape. Maybe you can use it to harder bike H jam.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
Clicks the tip switch, tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
No, I found it tangled in a hawthorn tree.
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
This is nice.
Wow! Here's that? The signs match perfectly! Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Do what? I just found a random tape and bought it at Egghead. He's incredibly good at remixing.
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key.
Oh.
No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it.
Okay, we're all
fits
just...
too well. Something mysterious is going on here.
I'm going to say that Acel is probably right. Because she seems to know what the hell's going on.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
I think you might know the answer.
What if we use that crazy sound assault from Susan's experiment? Contained it, tamed it. Contained, tamed it, made it pulse.
But how?
What about that compressor Andre was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing?
Sure, that thing.
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
It's a white check. We cannot retry this. I believe I'm literally as interfacey as I can.
Side chain on beat.
Oh! Oh, yes! We love it. We love to see it. We love it when the dice go our way.
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing. either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tank. Make it automatically the signals.
What does this even mean?
The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux side chain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Do that thing!
Sidechaining it, you said?
He turns down the music, his hands moving deftly across the mixer, setting up the necessary controls.
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down, with bliss, in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you break him?
Just wait and see.
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
Give him a thumbs up. This is a really nice beat.
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
This is beauty! This is life!
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together, it's unnatural.
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel alive again.
This one is for the anodic generation!
Introducing the ultimate sound!
We have tamed the sound, made it our own!
God damn it! This dance club idea might just work out.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
Who will be the innocence of hardcore anodic dance music?
Egghead, you are my favourite. Any of the rest of you got anything to say?
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
You know what? I'm going to internalize the hot. This is now my next my next goal. It's a white check. I'm going to internalize the hardcore aesthetic.
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something.
Basically, nat 20'd.
This list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. Test your limits. Surpass them. Dance till you drop. Dance till you die, if you must.
Hard people, hard republic, hard shell, hard party, hard riot, hard government, core membership, core secretary, core teachings, core fighters. That's the communist way.
Predictable, but solid.
Interfacing. Fuck grammar. Oh, this is great. I need to do this. I desperately need this. The next, like, as much as, I don't know what I'm particularly going for right now, but the next, hang on, how close are we? We're close. We're about halfway to the next skill point. Next skill point, unlock the thought cabinet. Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you've also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly come? Low-core people come around you to correct your typos. It's hardcore here, hardcore there, hardcore in the third instance. What's going on? Those aren't typos, man. That's how core hardness works. If you don't know hardcore from our happy cardcore, what the fuck are we even talking about? Yeah, baby.
Welcome back.
Hey, man. It's good to see you.
Let us end by dancing. Come on, I've done so many nonsense rolls today.
You close your eyes,
Woo!
vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
This is the stupidest set of dice rolls. Everything else is going to fail because of this.
Total darkness.
Harry Dubois,
You
Dance
sink
King.
down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
Somebody got a different script, or just fucking misread the thing, because it's vertebra by vertebra, or vertebrae by vertebrae, and that is spine, not mind.
Here it will begin.
Where did the church go?
Who fucking cares?
Oh, Kale, swing that hammer. Or sword.
No, not good. Orgasmic. Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
Okay, seriously, why can't I hear anything?
This is a pivotal moment. Try not to piss yourself. Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid.
That's fine, it's all good, buddy.
Electrified.
What was that about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
This is my spinal cord?
Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn to rule the world.
Who are you?
I am the spinal cord.
What do you want?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
We've not been to med school and it shows. You know what? Fuck it. Bust a move.
Oh, Hardy, do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
Not a huge fan of that word, but I recognize it has different meanings in North America.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn.
As the man once said, this is my church, this is where I heal my hurts. God is a DJ.
You must have touched upon an entirely new way of moving the human body. Every motion is pumping your brain full of endorphins. Open your eyes to the pioneering glory of hard style. As you open your eyes, you should scream, hyper, hyper. It seems appropriate.
Hyper, hyper!
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads, entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear.
You know what? We're hitting the beat. We're hitting the beat. Like, he could just have gone straight with some fucking white boy dancing, but actually, like, genuinely respect here. Like, if you watch his feet, they're actually in time with the beat. Like, the moves are on beat. This works.
my god! No way!
Speed Freak's would-be leader stands slack-jawed in disbelief at the hard corners on display. This is really happening.
His reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come. The young man observes your moves for a second.
All caps only. Like Sinkhole.
He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
What are you doing?
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you.
Asil? Aren't you going to dance?
No. Recording.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work.
You know what? Fuck it. Andre, dance. It's the law.
The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion.
Kim, you have to join me. Get in here.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency. The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses.
We're doing this. We're making it happen.
He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new reality.
A Code 31 emergency? Really?
Yes. Officer in need of assistance on the dance floor.
The lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look.
What's happening?
I'm not doing anything. You know what? This looks crazy. It feels too good to stop.
Good for you. Rock on then.
Hey, I called you to dance, but
what?
Bro. I did say there was an emergency on the dance floor, did I not? The emergency, not enough Kim.
Come on, hurry.
Did that just cheer him up a bit? Could be. It feels like the lieutenant cracked a little smile there.
He respects me. There's an emergency on the dance floor. I get +3 because I outrank him. And the dancing is so infectious. Oh, come on. Come on. Let me have this one last stupid dice roll. Let me have this one. I mean, it's definitely a red check, but like, I'm pretty sure we can't come back and dance. This is like the board game. You get it once and you are happy with it. Come on. I can't change my clothes. I can't change anything right now. I can't change clothes mid-conversation. It's literally... Please, game, come on, come on!
Who's the one? You are.
Left Lieutenant, I'm only gonna pull rank on you one time, and that is now!
Are you kidding me?
I assure you I am not. Now get your groove on, Lieutenant.
Get my what on?
I said get your goddamn groove on. Boogie woogie!
Sheesh, okay.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus some... Is that Ubi folk dancing?
Oh my god, he pops his collar? Kim is popping his collar?
It's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah, whatever.
You talk a big talk, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves.
Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate.
What the fuck?
Now, check this shit out.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you.
I respect the commitment to the footwork. I'll be honest, if I could save out of this, I would absolutely just leave this here, but I kind of need to know how this conversation ends. Actually, can I just... No, I can't. I cannot actually get out of this menu right now. I so desperately want to end this here with just the dancing forever.
It doesn't look like he'd give a shit either.
Is there anything more I can do? I want to break the limit.
The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive would be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
Hell yeah.
Here we go again.
Hardcore fills the air.
The sound above my hair.
The what now? The sound above your what?
Above my hair, man.
Okay, this is too imbecilic. Excuse me.
Oh my god. Soon as in, Andre's dancing harder, we got Kim dancing. We can actually go harder. We're at full health. Had to check that for a second there.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
Fuck yeah.
I am la Revacholière.
What? Who? Hello? What?
I am the city.
What do you mean you are the city?
I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol.
Okay.
My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms.
Yeah, you do.
Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat.
Thank you.
I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
How are you talking to me?
The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space.
Is this going to be one of these weird things where we suddenly discover that Harry is that the innocentic power is real and Harry is the innocent? But who am I? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jaunt in Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul.
I've not worn your coat for most of the game.
You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
Go to the city of Revachol.
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down.
Blasphemy.
Such is his respect.
Man! Now, man! Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people.
End of human development. Mission complete.
Ecstatic.
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
That's it for now.
Officer.
I love that Suna is now with these kids.
What is it?
Okay. We got Kim to dance. Like, honestly, we've got Egghead to move like 3 feet behind the thing, but still acts as if he's directly touching the decks. Whoops. Hell yeah. We have created the future of music. We have created the future of dance. We have healed we have healed Harry Dubois, body and soul. We have communed with the spirit of Revachol. And now, as Kim said, that's enough here. We need to move on. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Bear with me. God, this was weird. I'm like super into it. It's real good. It's real fucking good. You know what? Somebody I've not spoken to in a hot minute, Scarlet Rain, is currently streaming in support of St. Jude, which, let me just check that as charity. Which is a children's research hospital. So, you know what? Yeah, she's currently been going for about an hour and a half. She's playing Fortnite. It's a little bit weird. Also, apparently Fortnite has Star Wars in it now. You were going to go over there. It's been a weird night. I feel like this is such a, successful stream. Good fucking game. Go hang out with Scarlet. Tell her I sent you. I like Scarlet. We played games before. She is a really cool vampire. She makes video essays as a VTuber over on YouTube. So yeah, do go check her out, give her a follow, and I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. I will be back on Saturday, appropriately enough, delving into a collapsing kingdom and finding more out about its crusty monarch in Hollow Knight. If you don't understand the joke, the coronation is this weekend. I royally do not care, and it just annoys me deeply. Anyway. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of the lovely Scarlet Rain. Until next time, I do hope that you have had a wonderful time. It has been an absolute pleasure streaming for you. And until next time, I've been Loxley, Satyr of Strategy, the Caprine Card Shark, the board game goat. Have a wonderful evening. And ta-ra.